Let's get ready for bout number 219, the first quarter-final of women's middle 75 kilograms. In the red corner, representing Great Britain, Lorен Praiss.
So we move up to the women's 75 kilogram middleweight division, and there is the #1 ranked boxer in the world, the tournament #1 seed and reigning world champion, Loren Praiss, one win away from Tokyo 2020. So too is her opponent, and that is the woman from Ukraine, Anastasia Chernokolenko, 27 years of age. Both of these boxers preparing for their second bout of this European Olympic qualification event. So Dave Alloway applying the head guard to Loren Praiss. Anastasia Chernokolenko with a unanimous points decision verdict over the woman from Lithuania. So we've got judges from Uzbekistan, Canada, the United States of America, Mongolia and the Korean Republic scoring this one. So the equipment checked by the referee in the corners of both boxes. Nervous moments for both athletes now. Got their tournaments underway here at Le Grand Dome in Paris yesterday in the afternoon session, so it has been a quick turnaround, and now both of these athletes find themselves one win away from progressing through to Tokyo 2020. The southpaw wearing red is the reigning world championship gold medalist, the tournament #1 seed and #1 ranked boxer in the world, who has scored with a good left cross out of that southpaw stance, demonstrating in the first 20 seconds, Alex, the twinkle-toed movement that she exhibited so effectively, particularly in rounds 2 and 3 yesterday. The opponent wearing blue is Anastasia Chernokolenko. She, the orthodox boxer, far more flat-footed, trying to time the raiding attacks that Loren Praiss will trigger from those quick feet.
Yeah, well, Loren's performance yesterday, after a minute or so, she was on her way, really. She started to time her opponent perfectly, and she was shooting those 1-2-3s, wasn't she? Lead jab, followed by the backhand, jab off the line, and she was gone. And she basically maintained that for a brilliant performance throughout, and she really was outstanding yesterday.
So Loren Praiss up on her toes, as is her custom. Beautiful nice right hook, the final shot of that three-punch combination. No doubt about the validity of that blow, landing solidly.
Yep, there it is again, Ron. It's a particular favourite of Price's, isn't it? Really, she'll shoot that 1-2-3, and before you can respond, she's gone. She's got great legs, as you mentioned yesterday. Former soccer player, football player for the UK listeners, or whatever you want to call it across the world. Stands her in good stead, as you can see. Loren Praiss' anatomy, she's got very, very solid, thick legs, and she uses them to her advantage for sure.
Similar to 2012 Olympic champion Katie Taylor in that respect. She too a high-level football player in her native island. But Chernokolenko comes to the boxing ring with plenty of accolades. European bronze medalist up at 81 kilograms in 2018, came down to 75 kilograms a year later and took bronze in that tournament as well.
Whoa.
So very accomplished on the continental stage, and has been participating on the global stage at World Championships since 2014 in Jeju, Korea, where she took bronze as she's put on the end of a rapier-like right jab, but she took a bronze up at 81 kilograms as a wicked right-left combination from Loren Praiss. But again, Chernokolenko, very accomplished indeed. But Loren Praiss has settled into a rhythm magnificently, and staccato burst of punches. I've seen her, for my money, edge ahead in this opening round. Chernokolenko trying to close the distance, but Loren Praiss proving to be very difficult indeed to pin down. Got that left hand cocked, waiting to fire, and she did so right on the bell. Right down the pipe, a left hand just swiveling the head guard of Anastasia Chernokolenko. Very good round of boxing indeed from the tournament #1 seed Loren Praiss. So some of the action from that opening round.
Well, there's what we see, Ron. The shooting 1, 2, 3, which she does so very well, using those legs to advantage as well. Yep, perfectly correct judging there.
Lorен Pryce taking it for all 5 scoring judges. Черноколенко electing to remain standing in between rounds 1 and 2. Being worked on furiously by her coach with that towel, which is invariably soaked in ice water just to provide that spray of cooling shower to keep that core temperature down.
Nice. Very enjoyable in the corner run, believe me.
So into the second round then. Anastasia Chernokolenko, 3-time national champion of Ukraine. Her most recent title coming up at 81 kilograms in 2019. Lands with a good backhand there and another one. Loren Pryce did score with a single during that exchange, but first and third boxing from the woman in blue.
An effective third and first boxing as well. Or the other way around, however you want to do it.
And again, coming down from 81 kilograms, you'd suspect that the bulk advantage, the strength advantage lies with the boxer in blue, so she's able to grapple on the inside. That is probably going to suit her more than it suits Loren Pryce.
Yep, she's got a little bit of an advantage in height there as well. But you know, Ron, sometimes it's not always the case that they've struggled to get down. They've just been, you know, competing at a weight that maybe is really comfortable for them. And the excess poundage is there for them to lose. The excess kilograms, for our European listeners, is there to lose. And it will make them more effective at the weight below.
And remember, this is the heaviest weight category that is being contested at the Olympic Games. Outside of the Olympic Games, then there are all 10 weight classes in operation for elite women. Going all the way through to heavyweight up at 81 kilograms. Here, the heaviest poundage, 75 kilograms in Olympic competition, if I'm not mixing my imperial and metric measurements. Loren Pryce spinning off to a right and landing that right hook.
I don't think you are. Beautiful boxing. There's that 1, 2, 3 that she does so very well. And of course, at the Olympic channel, we've seen our old friend Claressa Shields pick up gold medal here with some outstanding performances in London and Rio. Unbelievable boxer.
So whatever happens, in Tokyo 2020, we're going to have a new Olympic champion for the first time here at 79 kilograms. And down at Nicola Adams' old stomping ground as well. Terrific punch picking and skipping off to her right once again. Loren Pryce making her opponent fall short with a jab. Tempted to score with a 2-shot combination. Черноколенко looking to impose her physicality on the inside once again.
I did speak to Claressa last week, and she is keeping her eye on the competition as well, Ron. So she wants to see who's going to pick up her gold medal, and it could very well be Loren Pryce from the UK, based on the way that she's been performing lately. World number
sharp.
1. Really sharp, isn't she? Really sharp. And like you said earlier on, you read out some of the Chernokolenko's stats. She's no mean performer. This is a world-class operator that Loren Pryce is up against here. Make no mistake about that.
So 2 rounds completed. And one suspects that the second round is going to be identical scoring to the first.
Well, both girls looking quite composed in the corner. Not gasping for air. Quite relaxed. Now we see Chernokolenko pressing forward, but running at the counters of Loren Pryce. That beautiful 1, 2, 3 that she prefers. I know I keep harping on about that particular combination, but it's much preferred for her. And there you go again, Ron, across the board.
2 rounds in the book, both of them scored unanimously in favour of Loren Pryce.
Chernokolenko has it all to do, Ron. She really does.
So Loren Pryce, the reigning World Championship gold medalist, the reigning European Games gold medalist, has boxed very effectively indeed, and look at that for a flashing right jab from up around her quads or down around her quads. She fired it on an upward trajectory, did Lorraine Price. And now she'll be looking to continue in the same vein that she established over the first 6 minutes. Right, left, right once again. So
nice.
sharp, and look at the punch picking with her back near the ropes in her opponent's corner. Absolutely sensational shot selection, pinging the head repeatedly of her opponent.
Unbelievable stuff. That is world-class Olympic boxing at its best. And let's not forget, Chernokolenko was getting off her fair share of shots there as well. Unbelievable trade-offs by both girls.
Lorraine Price using her asset of speed, her attribute of speed, and turning it into an asset. Chernokolenko not able to time her effectively enough and consistently beaten to the punch. Now, just a spot of housekeeping, we've got a perfect 16 in terms of bracketology in the women's 75 kilogram middleweight division. Only 4 will progress through to Tokyo 2020. So there is no box-off scenario. It all comes down to winning your quarterfinal and going through to the medal podium here at Le Grand Dome.
Almost doesn't seem fair sometimes.
So no tomorrow for Chernokolenko. And of course, because of the COVID-19 situation, there is no global qualification event, no second bite of the cherry. It then goes to the rankings to determine who is the best boxer on each continent in the respective weight class. And that is how those who don't compete, or excuse me, who haven't progressed through the qualification route will get through to Tokyo 2020.
And when you see this caliber and the quality of these contests, it almost doesn't seem fair, does it, really? You know, and all those years of hard work and whatever else it takes to get there.
And for Chernokolenko, because the majority of her accolades have come up at 81, she's not got the ranking points down at 75. So this really is a case of last chance saloon for Chernokolenko in a bid to make it through to Tokyo 2020. She needs a stoppage, but Lorraine Price keeping her concentration, keeping her composure, and just now letting the seconds tick away. Won't want to fall foul of the referee. He's speaking to her about hitting and holding. And Lorraine Price just inching ever closer towards the winning post. Counter right hand once again is the final shot of that exchange. And Lorraine Price has managed this third and final round magnificently. And the world number 1 raises her right hand at the conclusion of the contest here. She knows that she's on the plane to Tokyo 2020 as an Olympian. Some of the action from that contest. Lorraine Price, terrific punch picking to continually repel the attempted advances of Anastasia Chernokolenko.
Yeah, well, Ron, what we've seen there was, in reality, 2 world-class performers that would not look out of place in an Olympic quarter-final, semi-final, even final, Ron. You know, it was that's the way this competition unfolds, isn't it, really? But tremendous performance there from Price.
The winner on points by unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Great Britain, Lorraine Price.
Well, Lorraine Price with a demonstration of some sharp shooting shadow boxing at that announcement, and she is absolutely elated. The reigning world champion goes through to her first Olympic Games after a terrific performance over the course of 3 3-minute rounds, completely neutralizing Anastasia Chernokolenko, the woman from Ukraine, giving it everything she had, but the world champion in inspired mood and razor sharp throughout this contest.
Just tremendous, really. You know, looking over Lorraine Price's 2 performances, you know, day after day, clinical, accurate, tremendous, just got it in her head what she was doing, and she'd done it to perfection. Look at those scores, Ron.